Greetings to the world. This is Damian Junior Gang Marley, Thank you all very much for taking the time and the energy to be a part of this Facebook live session. Thanks to the good people here at the Facebook LA office. Thank you very much for having me. And let's get into it, I'll be here with you for the next few minutes to answer some of your questions. Starting off with this one, which says, can you talk a little bit about the new single and what it means to be able to make music with your brother? Well, the new single, again, happy 420, and the new single is really all about, 420 in terms of marijuana. The song is called Medication, which we're paying homage to the herb that we love so much, called marijuana. We've used it for years, of course, recreationally, and now we're learning a lot about the medical side of it with all the new research that's going on, and we're really looking forward to the future benefits that we will discover when it comes down to the herb, So that's really what the single is about. And of course, making music with my brother is just another natural part of something that we do together. I've known him ever since I've known myself, and the relationship is coming from an older brother who has helped you with, learning to play soccer, learning to tie your shoelace, learning to, carry yourself in the world. So music is just another part of something that we do together. What was the inspiration behind your upcoming Stony Hill album? Well, the inspiration behind the Stony Hill album is really just life itself. I mean, each song has its own topic and messages, so you probably would have to ask really what's the inspiration behind each individual track. So overall for the album is just life, my personal experiences, also the experiences of my friends and family members and things that we see in the news and things just what we're aware of that's going on, What was your favorite part of making the new album, and did the end result match your expectations? My favorite part of making the new album was just discovering new music. It's one of my favorite things to do is to come up with new ideas in the area of music. And just the creation of music was my favorite part of it. And yes, it matching my expectations. Well, I couldn't say it came out the way I predicted, or I couldn't say I could have predicted how it would come out, but I'm satisfied with the music, and I like the music. So, what new music is currently influencing your work, or what have you been listening to lately? Well, to tell the truth, that in all honesty, we've been so busy in the studios working on various projects that is really the music that I've been listening to lately. Namely, of course, my album. I've also been doing some work with the legendary reggae ambassadors Third World, and also with Kabaka Pyramid, So that's really the music. The music that we've been making is really the music that I've been listening to of recently. What's your favorite song to perform live, and has that changed over the years? Well, that's a tricky one. It's really hard to pick any one song. And of course, each show is different, so, But I would say probably maybe the most consistent favorite of mine might be a song called Love and Ainity, which is a song from my first album, Mr. Marley. And has that changed over the years? Well, no, this has been one that has stuck with me over the years, and that's probably why it's one of my favorites, Any pre or post-show rituals? Rituals might be a harsh word, but more or less you'd, naturally catch us smoking before a show, some herb, and perhaps after the show too. So that may be a ritual. Yeah. All right. Well, this is giving me the thumbs up. Thank you. So what I'm looking now is just at these things here. Okay. When are you coming back to Ethiopia? Well, we're planning to come to Ethiopia, I want to say early June, if not late May. But we're going to Africa in the late May of this year. We're really looking forward to that. We've been trying to get to Africa for quite some time now, so we're looking forward to that trip. Big ups to the people in Seattle, Of course, I see you. On a scale of 1 to Snoop, how high are you right now? How about I'm Marley high, Yeah. Someone can't make it out to Kaya Fest. Well, we'll see you next time, you know. And we're looking forward to the Kaya Fest, which is a show in Miami, which showcases myself and my brothers. And it's, you know, it's like a great family reunion on stage, so we're looking forward to that. Come bless up the Dub Club every Wednesday. Big up to the people at Dub Club here in LA, you know. Big up yourself. Thanks for having me last night. Favorite food? Well, favorite food I would say is Jamaican food. You know what I mean? The food that I grew up eating, ackee and saltfish and things of that nature. Have you changed as a musician and a person since your debut album, Mr. Kimani Marley? Well, I'm not Kimani, I'm Damian, you know what I mean? Kimani's little brother. Has I changed as a person since my first album? Most definitely, because you evolve as a person every day, you know? So, and it's been, my first album was in '96, so you can imagine how much growth it's been since then, you know? From Egypt. Well, big up the people in Egypt, big up yourselves. Are any of the next generation Marleys going to appear on Stony Hill? No, not on this album. We don't have any of the next generation Marleys, but we do have a next generation reggae artist, which would be Major Major, who is the son of Bounty Killer, one of my favorite dancehall artists, Bounty Killer. It's his son. So we do have a next generation in terms of reggae music on the album. When are you coming back to Trinidad and Tobago? Well, soon I hope. You know, I don't have any plans written up right now, you know, on the books. But of course, Trinidad is a place that we love to visit and has always been welcoming to us over the years. So we're looking forward to go there sooner than later, you know. Not too many questions coming through, a lot of statements. Yeah.
You can scroll up too, all the way if you want.
When are you coming to Canada? Well, we hope we'll be making it to Canada later on in this year also. We're looking to do some touring once we've released the album, which the album will be coming out in July. So once the album is out, you're definitely going to see us hitting the roads and trying to, you know, visit all of the places that we haven't been to in a while. Big up to the people in Philadelphia. We have a lot of family out there, you know. Big up the people there. Love your accent. Thank you. Another album with Nas. Well, it's something that we would love to do. We've always discussed and, you know, we always speak about it. We don't have anything planned, you know, like I say again, on the books right now. But it's something that we would love to do one day, you know. What hits you in the feel-goods and keeps you going on stage? Well, what keeps me going on stage, first and foremost, obviously, is the music. You know what I mean? I'm a real fan of music in general, so it's always a pleasure to be playing music. And then we feed off of the energy of the people, you know what I mean? And the more that we, you know, the audience is having a good time, is the more we have a good time, you know what I mean? So that's really what feeds me on stage. Looking forward to the new album. Are you going to perform with your all your brothers anytime? Yeah, like I say again, we'll be doing the Kaya Fest, which is coming up. That will be on, that's what, Saturday? Yes, on Saturday coming up right now, the 22nd. And yeah, Ziggy, Stephen, Kimani, Julian and myself will be performing together on stage. So you can check that out. Have you toured the Deep South? Well, if you're talking about the Deep South in terms of America, yeah, we've done some touring there throughout the years. Big up to the people in Uganda, I see you. Enough love, you know. Big up to the people of the Philippines also, I see you too. New Zealand in the house, Ohio in the house. Enough love, enough love, enough love. Any gospel songs? Well, any gospel songs? I mean, some of our songs in terms of our faith, I think you would say is gospel in terms of we giving praises to the Most High, you know what I mean? So it might be in a more kind of rootsy reggae format or a more Rasta format, but for us, we call that our gospel, you know? Any hip-hop music coming from you? Yeah. Yes, well, on the new album, we have a few tracks that you'd say are, you know, hip-hop influence, so you can listen out for those, you know what I mean? Namely, one that we have called, named Here We Go, you know, which kind of have like a hip-hop feel about it. When are you performing again in Los Angeles? Well, we're looking to do some performances in Los Angeles also. I guess I'd say probably in the fall, you know. Again, once the album is released, we'll be doing some touring, you know. Also, I should let you know the people out in Europe that we're coming to Europe this summer in June. So, you know, if you can check out the website for dates, see when we're coming to your part of town. How do you feel about the music you made with Nas, and how much mutual respect do you have for Nas? Well, I'm really proud of the music that I made with Nas, you know what I mean? It was a great experience working with him. I definitely have a lot of respect for him, both as a person and as a friend, and as an artist and lyricist, you know what I mean? So being able to work with someone that you're a fan of, as a fan, is a dream come true, you know what I mean? So it was great. Would love to hear you with the likes of Chronic, Staros, or Protege. I'm a fan of all of those people's music, you know what I mean? Definitely. The younger generation coming up now in reggae music and what they're doing, bringing positive vibes to the people and bringing great messages, is something that I'm very proud of. And I'm also proud of the fact that they openly all speak that they're about the fact that they're fans of my music, you know what I mean? So big up to all of the young reggae artists. Taros Riley, my good brethren, big him up to, you know what I mean? And you know, all the people who support reggae music in that kind of sense. I'm getting the wrap-up signal now, so I think our time is up. I want to say once again, thank you all very much for taking your time and energy to be a part of this. Thank you to the people here at Facebook for having me. Enough love, take care of yourselves, be good, be blessed. Rastafari live.